Welcome friends. Now we are going to start a new session. First, have a look at this saying. To find out what happens when you change something, it is necessary to change it. It was a great saying by George Box. He was one of the great statisticians, British statistician, very famous, and he was also involved, his works also involved quality control related some aspects. So what is the moral, or what does it mean actually? It means to find out what happens when you change something, it is necessary to change it. That means this is basically the importance of an experiment, because in an experiment you can change your process parameters and you can see what kind of changes are going on regarding the outputs or the response variable. Okay. So first, let us give us the definition of experiment. A test under controlled conditions that is made to demonstrate a known truth, to examine the validity of a hypothesis, or to determine the efficacy of something previously untried. The process of conducting such a test is called as an experimentation. So this is the definition of an experimentation. So here, as you can see, that engineering experiment, one diagram is shown here. This is the process. In a process, it could be any manufacturing process or service oriented process. There are some inputs and there are some outputs. There could be one input and one output, or it could be more than one inputs and one outputs. There are some controllable factors, the process parameters, x1, x2, xp. Several controllable factors are there. And also there are some uncontrollable factors which are very often termed as environmental factors or noise factors. So what are the objectives of this experiment? Reduce time to design or develop new products and processes, improve performance of existing processes, improve reliability and performance of products, achieve product and process robustness, evaluation of materials, design alternatives, setting component and system tolerances, etc. So these are basically the objectives of engineering experiments. So the kind of experiment, different types of experiments are conducted. So we will now describe about design of experiment, because before conducting the experiments, designs are performed. So this is known as design of experiments, and very often it is also sometimes it is considered as a part of offline quality control, because you know that in a manufacturing unit, typically there are three different sections: design section, manufacturing section, and quality control department or section. But in this case, sometimes in the design department, first you set the design parameters to conduct the experience, and then you apply those things to develop or to evaluate the prototype. So that's why design of experiments is conducted. It is abbreviated as DOE or sometimes as DOX. So design of experiments is a systematic method of conducting experiments to determine the relationship between factors affecting a process and the output of that process. In other words, it is used to find cause and effect relationships. This information is needed to manage process inputs in order to optimize the output. So basically, through design of experiments, you can control the output based on you try to understand the effects of different process parameters on your response variable or the dependent variable or the outputs, and you try to adjust your process parameters or the factors or the input variables likewise. So design of experiments, there are different types of methods of conducting design of experiments. There is factorial design of experiments, which is very common, it is used. Then there is Taguchi design of experiment, Taguchi method. And there is RSM, response surface methodology based DOE. There is Latin squared DOE. But typically in practice, these three methodologies, factorial design, Taguchi, and response surface methodology, these are very widely used. But in our lecture, we will only discuss about factorial design and Taguchi design based approaches. Now, in case of design of experiments, sometimes in different articles, journal articles, you will find that they compare the design of experiment method and Taguchi method. So in that case, they consider essentially the factorial design as design of experiments. So first we will discuss about factorial design of experiment. Factorial design. So what is factorial design? Factorial design is an experiment whose design consists of two or more factors, each with different possible values or levels. Factorial design is an experiment whose design consists of two or more factors. There will be two or more factors, and each will have different possible values. Each might have different possible values or levels. Okay. So we will understand this precisely when we will describe an example. So now, see this, many experiments involve the study of the effects of two or more factors. Factorial designs are most efficient for this type of experiments. Many experiments involve the study of the effects of two or more factors. So this line is very important. Why? Because this is very similar. This is actually what you were saying here. In the previous lectures, we discussed about ANOVA. Okay. So in ANOVA, we have seen that the effect of some independent variables and also their interaction effects on the response variable that we have discussed in ANOVA. So here also the same thing. If the experiment involves different factors or different input parameters, two or more factors, we can check out their effect on the response variables or their interaction effects on the dependent or response variable. So factorial designs are most efficient for this type of experiments. Okay. So factorial design can be two types: full factorial design and fractional factorial design. So first we talk about full factorial designs. What is full factorial design? The definition is an experiment in which for each completed trial or replication of the experiment, all possible combinations of the levels of the factors are investigated. That is known as full factorial design. That means in full factorial design, all possible combinations of the controllable variables are considered. The design notation is like, for example, if you have three factors, two levels each, then your number of experiments, the number of experiments that you should conduct, that will be 2 to the power 3, level to the power factor. In this way it is represented. So 2 levels and 3 factors. So 2 to the power 3 design will be there. So you need to perform 2 to the power 3 or 8 experiments you need to conduct for this case, in this case. So take a look at this one. So here you can see that this is an example of 2 to the power 3 factorial design. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 experiments you will perform, and these are the main factor, and these things are, you have considered the interactions AB, SC, BC, and also the 3-factor interaction ABC. These are the 2 factors interaction. This is the 3-factor interaction. And also another thing, another factorial effect in which all the plus, for all treatment combinations, there will be all pluses. So what does it mean, plus? Plus means high level and minus means low level. So how can you determine the AB, AC, BC and ABC? There is a very simple way. For example, if you are considering AB, plus minus, it is minus. Minus plus, if you multiply, it will be minus. Minus minus, if you multiply, it will be plus. So similarly, AC, plus minus, minus. Minus minus, plus. Plus minus plus, minus again. So in this way it will be considered. Minus, for example, in case of ABC, minus minus minus. Minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus. So this would be minus. For BC, this is minus into minus, so plus. So in this way, these things are considered. This is a hypothetical method. But this is actually very simple. Sometimes it is this factorial design is only shown by this, by the main factors, ABC. So you can see here, you will just set up the level for factor A, factor B, and factor C, which are the input variables and controllable variables as well. So you cannot, the interaction effect that you cannot actually set, because when you are going to conduct the experiment, you will only set the values or the levels for the controllable factors. So here you can see that all the possible combinations is there. For example, A, B, C, we can have the combination like minus, minus, plus. You can find minus, minus, plus. It could be plus, minus, plus. So plus, minus, plus. That it could be minus, 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 minus. That is, it could be plus, plus, plus. Here, plus, plus, plus symbols. So all the possible combinations are there. Okay. So this is, that's why this is known as full factorial design. Why so many treatments? In case of full factorials, you can see that these are actually representing that how many experiments you need to conduct. So you can see here that 2 cube factorial design, we have conducted 8 experiments. So if you have a look at this chart, so for 3 number of factors, there will be 3 main effect. There will be 3 2-factor interaction effect, AB, AC, BC, and there will be 1 3-factor interaction effect, ABC. So plus, you need to add plus 1. Okay, this is actually 3 plus 3 6 plus 7 and plus 1 8. So 8 number of experiments you need to conduct. This is basically this is actually the degrees of freedom. You can say this is equivalent to degrees of freedom. So you can easily understand from this table that if you would like to consider 8 factors, then there will be 8 main effects, 28 number of 2-factor effects, 35 number of 3-factor effects, 35 number of 4-factor effects, 21 number of 5-factor effects, 7 number of 6-factor effects, and 1 number of 7-factor effects. So in this way, you can see that the number of experiments will be increasing. So there trends to be a redundancy in full factorial. Here there is a trend to be a redundancy in full factorial designs. Redundancy in terms of an excess number of interactions that can be estimated. Fractional factorial designs exploit this redundancy. So actually, basically, in case of full factorial design, as the number of factors goes up or the level of factors goes up, that means if for one factor we have given the example of 2 level, but there could be 3 level, there could be even more levels. Okay, so automatically the number of experiments that you need to conduct, it will also increase. But we can show that there are some redundancy in this full factorial design method. That means the effect of a particular factor that could be similar to effect of some particular the combination of other factors. We can prove it. So that's why we need to eliminate those effects, and we only need to consider those effects which are required, or including the main effects. So we can, in practice, it is very difficult to conduct this much of experiences, so we can significantly reduce the number of experiments. So that's why by reducing the number of experiments, we can conduct the fractional factorial design. Okay. So reducing the number of elements, we can conduct fractional factorial design. So now take a look at another example. This is also an example of this is example of results, how we are going to capture the result. Here there were 2 factors. In this particular example, there were 2 factors, pressure and temperature, and you can control these factors. Here in this case, pressure and temperature you can control, for example, and each factor had 3 levels. The values were 200, 215, 230, 150, 160, 170. So here also you can perform. There are 3 levels, 3 to the power 2, because level to the power factor. So here you can perform 9 number of experiments you can perform. So the result, you can see that this is ANOVA, analysis of variance. That's why we discussed ANOVA earlier, because if you want to conduct design of experiments, you must have the basic knowledge of ANOVA. So in this case, you can see that the effect of pressure on response variable, F value is also given, but you should only consider the P value. Effect of pressure on the response variable, that is significant because it is less than 0.05. The effect of temperature on the response variable, that is also significant. It is 0.009. And there are two-way interaction effect of pressure and temperature, that is 0.470. This is greater than 0.05. So hence this is not, the interaction effect has not any significance on the response variable. So this is the result of this experiment. So what is the need? I have already told that as the factor goes up, or the level is very high. Usually the levels are not, uh, uh, it is restricted to 2 or 3. But if the factor goes up, it increases exponentially, you can see. So a complete replicate of the 2 to the power 6 design requires 64 runs. 4, 2 to the power 2, 4, 3, 8. Then for 4 it is 64. 2 to the power 6 design, for example, a complicated replicate of the, as the number of factors in a 2 to the power k factorial design increases, the number of runs required for a complete replicate of the design rapidly outgrows the resources of the most experiment. 2 to the power 6, for example, a complete replicate of the 2 to the power 6 design requires 64 runs. In this design, only 6 of the 63 degrees of freedom correspond to main effects, because there are 6 factors, and only 15 degrees of freedom, here you can see that only 15 degrees of freedom, that corresponds to 2 factor interactions. There are only 21 degrees of freedom associated with effects that are likely to be of major interest. There are only 21 degrees of freedom associated with effects that are likely to be of major interest. The remaining 42 degrees of freedom are associated with 3 factor and higher interactions. Okay, so why? Because 15 plus 6, 6 is the main factor effect and 15 is 2 factor interaction effect. And the practitioners, they only want to check the 1 factor effect and 2 factor effects on the response variable. So it is 15 plus 6 is equal to 21. The remaining 42 degrees of freedom are associated with 3 factor or higher interactions, which the practitioners may not be interested in. So full factorial design can be reduced to a fractional factorial design due to aliasing of the effects or confounding of the effects, which means that you are estimating the same things. For example, A and BC, B and AC, C and AB. It could be like this. Same things more than once. So you can neglect those things. Okay. For example, if you would like to understand this phenomena in more details, you can check out this video. The link is given here. Okay. But so we are discussing the fractional factorial design, but from the definition, it is not very clear. The concept of factorial, I mean, even the fractional factorial design, the idea is very clear, but what is the resolution of design? What is the resolution 3 design, 4 design, and 5 design? So these ideas are not very clear. So let's move on to an example. Move on to the next slide, and let's see an example so that idea becomes very clear. These slides we will skip. This is not a good design. This we will discuss, but first let's discuss on this slide. Suppose there are 4 factors A, B, C and D. So if there are 4 factors, then for a full factorial design, we need to have this matrix 2 to the power 4. That means we need to conduct 16 number of experiments. As you can see here, this matrix here, there are 16 number of experiments you can conduct, setting the values of A, B, C and D. These are the main thing, A, B, C and D. Why these are the main things? Because you can only fix, while conducting the experiments, you can only fix the values of the main factors A, B, C and D, but you cannot fix the values of the interaction. So that's why these are the main factors. So this is the total matrix for this 2 to the power 4 for full factorial design. And you can see that there are 16 rows because you need to perform 16 experiments. So 16 possible combinations are there for A, B, C and D values regarding A, B, C and D settings. And you are having also 16 columns considering all the main factors, 2-factor interactions, 3-factor interactions, ABCD 4-factor interactions, and the base level 1 here. This base level from the given definition itself, you can see that this is the base level. For the base level, all the columns are positive, and here for the base level, all the values for ABCD, the setting that you will set, that will be negative. Negative means at low level and positive means at high level. When we are saying CD, it means C and D you are setting at high level. When we are saying BD, that means you are setting B and D factors at high level, because there are only 2 levels, 4 factors, 2 levels, high and low, plus and minus. So when you are saying ABCD, that means A, B, C and D both are at high level. Okay, so in this way, this is actually carried out. Now you should consider that you can see that this is the possible, this is actually the matrix for 2 to the power 4 full factorial design. Now if you consider only this part up to 8 experiments, okay, then we can see that A, this column A resembles BCD, B resembles ACD, C resembles ABD. That's why they are marked with same color, and so on. D resembles ABC, AB resembles CD. So technically speaking, we say that AC is confounding with BD, or AB is aliasing with BC. So that is actually known as confounding or aliasing effect, because these columns, they resemble up to this. You can see this property exists, and we have arranged the experiments, the rows, in such a manner. If they are not organized in such a manner, then you need to first organize the rows in such a manner so that this resemblance or this confounding you can find out confounding effect. So now you consider a design of 2 to the power 3. That means you are having 3 factors, each have 2 levels. So in that case, what will happen? So in that case, you will have in that case, you will have these columns A, B, C, AB, AC, BC, ABC, 1. These columns you will find. So from the 2 to the power 3 and 2 to the power 4 design, we can conclude that if you are given 4 factors A, B, C and D, and if you are asked to perform a fractional factorial design like half fractional factorial design, then what you can consider the design of 2 to the power 4 minus 1. So in that case, you can eliminate the confounding or the redundancy, and it will end up having 8 rows and 8 columns because you are eliminating the redundancy. Okay. So the question will be now that you are having, since you are considering now 2 to the power 4 minus 1 design, that means it is basically 2 to the power 3. But in the main problem, you are having 4 factors. So A, B, C, these factors are already there. So now the question is where you will introduce your new factor, new main factor D, whether it will be introduced over A or over B or over C or over AB, AC, BC or ABC. What will be the case? So there is a rule or based on common sense by means of which we can implement or we can find out the result. Since D is a main factor, so you cannot introduce it on A over A, B, C or C, because in that case you will be missing the effect of D on response variable, because ultimately you are interested to know the effects of the main factors, or in this case the 2 factor interactions on your response variable. Now you cannot introduce D over AB, AC or BC as well. Why? Because in this particular case, AB, AC and BC, they are 2 factor interactions. So 2 factor interactions are actually very prominent on the response variable. So it is better to introduce D over ABC. Why? Because 3 factor interactions are less stronger than the 2 factor interactions. So you can put your D over here, ABC. Okay, so ultimately you will end up having like this. You put D over here. Okay, so since you are putting your or introducing your D over ABC, so ABC will be termed as the generator because it is generating the whole design. How it is generating? Because it is depicting the resolution of this particular design. What will be the resolution of this design? Here the resolution will be 4. Resolution 4. You can see this slide that D is equal to ABC. For 2 to the power 4 minus 1 design, you will having 8 runs. D is equal to ABC. This is the design generator and 4 resolution. Why 4 resolution? Because 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 parameters or 4 factors or 4 components. That's why it is termed as the resolution 4 design. Okay. So this is known as resolution 4 design. Now your generator is ABC. D is equal to ABC. So the cross product is, the product will be actually ABCD. So here you have BC. So you need to make it, how to make it ABCD. If you put AD here only, then the product will be ABCD. Or over AC, if you put here BD, then only this product will be ABCD. Or here, if it is AB, then if you put here on CD, then it will become ABCD. Or if here it is B, and if you put here ACD, then it will become the product will become ABCD, and so on. And also you can see that this similarity is there. B resembles ACD. So you can find here B resembles ACD. That's why they are marked in the same color. AC resembles, or AC is confounding with BD. So you can see here that AC is confounding with BD, and so on. So that's why you can here, you can actually, so while you are considering 2 to the power 4 minus 1 design, so ultimately you will have 8 rows and 8 columns due to redundancy, and you can eliminate those things. Eliminate your redundancy having only 8 columns instead of 16 columns. Now you can ask a very important question, that is why we are considering, in case of 2 to the power 4 minus 1 design, why we are considering only these combinations, 2 to the power 4 minus 1 design. Only these, why we are considering only these considerations? That means why we are neglecting this part, because these are the combinations as well. Why? You are actually interested, first you will be interested to put your D. Here this will, D will resemble with ABC, or D will be confounding with ABC. But first your main primary interest is that where I will put my D. And you are having ABC, ABC is there, so you can put over D on here. Then if you put D is equal to ABC, then you know the sequence of ABC, because this is minus, 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 so ABC will become minus. You minus, minus, plus, 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 so ABC will plus. So you can find out the sequence of D, because the sequence of ABC is known. So when you are introducing D, And if D is equal to ABC, then you will also get the sequence for the D as well. So accordingly, you can set up your, while conducting experiments, you will set up your factors like this. Okay, these combinations will be used. But instead of having 8 columns and 8 rows, you are missing this part. This part you are missing. Okay, because while you are considering the 2 to the power 4 minus 1 design, mind it, you are dealing with actually you are dealing with actually 4 variables. Here you can see that A, B, C, this A, B, C, B, C, and D is there. So actually what I would like to say, I'm trying to say that you are going to set up the factors of D, the values or the levels of D as well here. So ABC is already there. So this particular matrix you are actually missing. Why you are missing? Because whenever you are considering 2 to the power 4 minus 1 design, you are having 8 columns. Among 8 columns, D is also there. So you are ultimately considering A, B, C, D, 4 number of main factors while setting up the experiments. But in that case, you are missing this part. You can also set up A, B, C, D like this using these settings. So even you are missing this part, then also how we are able to appreciate this design of 2 to the power 4 minus 1, because you are considering 4 factors. So if you are considering 4 factors, all the possible combinations, you will always try to capture the scenario of all the 4 possible combinations. But in this case, you are neglecting this part. Now, why are you doing that, or why are you appreciating this? The question is this. You are appreciating this because just take a look at this matrix. Here, you are changing the levels. You are changing 2 factors simultaneously. Suppose this is minus, minus, plus, plus. Here you are changing minus into plus and plus into minus. So you are changing 2 settings. But if you compare this with these rows, here you are changing only 1 factor. For example, you take any one. Here it is minus, plus, plus, minus. So if you change one particular factor, what it could be? It could be plus, 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 minus. So plus, 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 minus is here. It could be minus, plus, plus, plus. So here you will get minus, plus, plus, plus. It could be minus, minus, plus, minus. Here you can see minus, minus, plus, minus. So all the things lie in this matrix. So in this particular matrix, this part or this array, you are changing 2 factors, but here you are changing only 1 factor. So changing 1 factor, only 1 factor, it is not good. Why it is not good? Because changing 1 factor, by changing 1 factor, you cannot see the response variable, because you you won't be able to identify the interactions in that case. So it's not a good idea to consider only the change of one particular factor. So here we have also seen in the previous slides, we can show it that this is an example of design of experiments, and you can see that there are two factors, 4x number of experiments or 4 runs are there, 2 levels, time and temperature at the factors. This is the response variable or yield. So time has 2 settings, 80, 90. Temperature has 2 levels, 170 and 180, and these are the yields. So you can calculate the average effects. So effect of time is equal to 46.2. Here you can see the yield plus 79.5. Why you are considering 46.2 and 79.5? Because both of the yields are for 90 or at 90 unit of time, minus 58.3 plus 47.7 divided by 2 because there are two runs you are considering. So 58.3, it is at 80, 47.7, this is you are finding at time is equal to 80. So this you are considering and you are getting 9.85. So similar thing you are doing for the temperature as well. So the results that you are getting here by subtracting these two things, 2 terms. So what does it represent? It actually represents that for the change of 10 units of time, what will be the change in yield that it is representing? Whereas in case of 11.35, while we are considering the temperature, in that case it is representing for the 10 unit change of temperature 170 to 180, what is the change in yield? 11.35. So that is what it is representing here. So in this way we can consider, and these are the some 2 level factor designs are given there. This is also you can see this is straight line, this is representing the 2 factor design, this is representing the 3 factor design. Okay, this is a cube. Okay, so but this thing is very basic in nature, and we have already taken into account this part whenever we have discussed this particular slide, because all these levels, how to interpret these terminologies or how to interpret the one, this we have already discussed. Okay, so now for example you have another factor E. Till now you had A, B, C and D, 4 factors. Now you have, suppose you are having another factor E. So the question is that now where you will introduce E? We have previously seen that E, we know that E is a main factor, so you cannot put A, B, C, D. In this case, with the main factors, you cannot put E. With the 2 factor interactions, that you cannot put. You cannot put there also. So now you can put E over ABC or ABD or ACD or BCD. That is possible because there are 3 interactions. Okay, but it is more preferable to consider ABCD. If you put E over ABCD, then it is more preferable, and you actually need to put ABCD here. Why it is more preferable? Because if you put here BCD on BCD, then three-factor interaction is obviously weak. That's why you can put here EA, the main factor. But ABCD four-factor interaction is more weak, it is weaker as compared to the three-factor interactions. It is weaker. So that's why you should put E over ABCD. And then if you introduce E over here, then ABCD will become your generator, and ultimately it will become a resolution 5 design. Okay, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factors, you are 5 this is resolution 5 design. Why? Because there are 5 elements at there. Okay, so this is very, very important slide, and this slide actually describes the overall the explanation of fractional design, fractional factorial design. Now suppose you have 6 factors. Okay, now when you usually up to 2 to the power 5 factors it is possible, but over 5 it is very difficult to conduct. So if you have 2 to the power 6 factors, then you can understand that full factorial design is almost impossible. And even if you conduct, because there will be, for full factorial design you need to perform 64 number of experiments. So now it's better that you conduct, you can say that I will conduct a 2 to the power 5 number of experiments. That means a half fractional design, half fractional factorial design. But that is also not a very feasible, because conducting 32 number of experiments is not also a very good idea. It is very, very time consuming and also resource consuming. So it is better that you perform 1/4 fraction of 2 to the power 6, 2 to the power 6 minus 2. So ultimately it will become a 2 to the power 4 design. Okay, so ultimately this will become a 2 to the power 4 design. So now you just make like this type of matrix. You are having on like this type of matrices there. Okay, so the question is where you will put your x5 and x6, the new factors. So you have different choices. Obviously one choice will be 1, 2, 3, 4. You can easily understand this is one choice that you need to try, because 1, 2, 3, in case of 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 4 factors. Okay, just like we did before, because ABCD was one of our choices. So here in this case, because ABCD, the interaction effect is it is weaker actually. So ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, this could be weaker. So you can put x6 is equal to x1, x2, x3, x4, and if you want to put x5 over here, so that you can also do that. X5 is equal to x2, x3, x4. Okay, so if you multiply these things, then what you will get, x5 and then you will get that x2 and x2. So if x2, 2 and 2, both the same factor you are considering. So same factor, if you multiply cross, it will become 1. Okay. So 3 cross 3 and 3. So confounding effect, it is same. So ultimately you are having x5 cross x6 is equal to x1. Okay. So x5 into x6 will become x1. So you can conclude that actually what you are doing, you are having, this is not a good design. You can easily understand, because one main factor x1, it is confounding, x5 and x6 are confounded into x1. So this is not a good design, because you won't be able to identify that for which actually the change of the response variable is occurring. So you can try out different settings. Okay, you can put x5 on 1 2 3 or x6 on 2 3 4. Okay, and if you in case if you change this thing, that means if you put x5 here and if you put x6 here, you will get the same result. There will be no change in the generator or the resolution for that particular case. So you can do that. But there are also some other factors like 1 2 4 and 1 3 4, or 1 2 3 and 1 3 4. These combinations are there. So a lot of combinations you can try, and here you will get x5 into x6 is equal to x1 into x4. So this is a good thing, because two factor interactions, this is confounding with two factor interaction, so there is no problem. So this is a resolution 4 design. 1 2 3 4, 4 elements are there. So this is a resolution 4 design, because one two factor interaction is confounding with another two factor interaction, hence there is no problem. Okay. So now you can see here that this is the possible thing. Here actually 1 2 3 5, this is 1 2 3 5 is equal to 2 3 4 6 is equal to 1 4 6 5. So the aliasing relationship can be defined as 1 2 3 5 is equal to 2 3 4 6 is equal to 1 4 5 6. So this is your generator. So this is a resolution 4 design. And you can see here also that 2 to the power 6 minus 2, 16. This is a resolution 4 design. And design generator is E is equal to ABC. ABC is the generator. If ACD, F is equal to ACD, that is the generator, which was the generator. So the main effects. So here you are getting the main effects. 1 is equal to 2 3 5 is equal to 4 5 6 is equal to 2 3 4 6. So similarly, if you consider here 2, then you will get 2 is equal to 1 3 5. Here you need to neglect 2, then you will having 3 4 6. Here there is no 2 term, so it will become 1 4 5 6. 3 will be like 1 2 5 is equal to 2, 4, 6 because you need to neglect this term 3. Here you need to neglect this term 2 to 1, 4, 5, 6. So like this. Okay. So you will have 6 main effects. And also similarly, you can consider 12 is equal to 35, 13 is equal to 25. So you can get the 15 possible 7-factor interactions. Okay. Or also you can do this thing if you do not, here you will get 3 plus 6 plus 7. So ultimately you will have total number of 16 experiments you need to conduct. 6 plus 3 and 7. 10 plus 6. So 16 number of experiments. Now if you are not, if you do not like this pattern, then the another thing is that you can calculate it like this, the way I stated before. So in that way you can put here, here, over here, over here, over here. In that way it is very easy to understand. So in that way you can consider the designs, okay, and you can find out your effects, okay, when which particular effect is effect resembles with which particular effect, that you can check out. So, so ultimately, so here there are some calculations. It is like the way it has performed, the way this example has given, the same way I actually considered for all the possible cases. Like for all these possible cases, if I put here x5, then what will be x? If I put here x5, then what will be the scenario? Then what will be the generator? So those things we have performed. Okay. But you can obviously, and there could be some different types of generators could be there. So, so that way you can perform, and also the way I stated, in that way you can perform too. Okay. So this is your total selected 2 to the power k fractional design, so that we have stated earlier. So in that case, in this case, you can see E is equal to ABC and F is equal to ACD. Okay, so the same thing, the design generator, you can see here. It is E, it is equivalent to E is equal to FCD and F is equal to ACD is equivalent to this and this respectively. Okay, so there are other possible combinations that you can also find out, and the resolution, that is higher resolution, is obviously chosen. Higher resolution is always chosen for that. Now, one thing is very interesting to note, that for example here 2 to the power 6 minus 2, for the design of 2 to the main design was of 2 to the power 6, and you need to conduct 1/4 fractional, so 2 to the power 6 minus 2 design you will consider. So for the consideration of 2 to the power 6 minus 2 design, the design generator is E is equal to ABC, F is equal to ACD, and resolution 4. But it could have been E is equal to ABC and F is equal to ABD. But this sort of design generator is not there. Why? The reason we can find out from here. Here you need to put x5 and x6 in these particular columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 5 columns. So there could be a lot of permutation and combinations, right? But keep in mind that if you place x5 here and x6 here, or if you put x5 here and x6 here, both mean same. But still there could be a lot of possible combinations. So we have checked all the possible combinations. Okay. So for example, we can place 5 is equal to 1, 2, 3. We can place 5, 1, 2, 3 here. And we can place 6 is equal to 1, 2, 4. 6 in case of 1, 2, 4. That is possible, or you need to put actually 6 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is also you can put. So what you have found, so if 5 is equal to, it's not necessarily that one particular 5 or 6 among 5 or 6, one particular thing should be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not necessarily. You can try it, because you can see that here a lot of things are 5, 6 is equal to 4, 5, 6 is equal to 3. These things have come, 5, 6 is equal to 2 or 5, 6 is equal to 1. That means two factors are confounding with one main factor. So that is not good. So you can neglect all these things. But let's consider this thing. 5 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 6 is equal to 1, 2, 4. This is very much possible. So if you multiply it 5, 6, so it will become, the generator will be 5, 6 is equal to 3, 4. So 1 cross 1, it will 1, 2 plus 2, it will become 1. So 5, 6 is equal to 3, 4. This is very much possible. Now, like this, there is 5, 6, 2, 4, 5, 6, 1, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 3, 5, 6, 1. A lot of things are there like this. But you can see that in this case, only this is chosen as generator. 5, 6 is equal to 1, 4. That means where 5 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 is equal to 2, 3, 4. 5 is equal to 1, 2, 3. It is equivalent to E is equal to ABC, and F is equal to your ACD. ACD. That is chosen here. So because 2 and 3 are common, so two factors are common, and one thing will differ. 1 and 4 will differ. So that is the same. The two factors are common here. A and C. In both the cases, A and C are there. B and D are different. So here B and D are different. Okay. So now if you consider this, then what you will get, ABC, ACD. So this also you can. Okay, so 5 is equal to ABC. So they have considered here 5 is equal to ABC, 5 E is equal to ABC, and F is equal to ACD. Okay, so AE is equal to ABC and F is equal to ACD. The same thing, it is like this. E is equal to ABC and F is equal to ACD. ACD. So you can also use this. So these things actually, these are almost same. So you can use this thing also, no problem.